Where am I from? 506. No. 509, I'm down the other way. Right, here we go.
If the key falls, I'll have to watch where it drops, otherwise I'll lose it. If the key falls, I'll have to watch where it drops, otherwise I'll lose it.
Okay, oh.
This door leads to the White's room. I can't wiggle underneath. I'll have to find a way to open it.
So now that I've looked underneath, can I use it?
If the key falls, I'll have to watch where it drops, otherwise I'll lose it.
Okay, that's not going to work then, is it? I need a piece of paper. Or something along them lines. I don't think there's anything in there, is there? So that's 507 there. No, wait a minute, what have I got? I've been here, Anna, but she hasn't got anything for me to.
You are the detective, are you not?
Did you come into contact with the Whites? While they were alive, of course. If you saw them after that, it's your business.
I was only their next-door neighbor.
Can we talk about the night of the murder without using your clairvoyance?
I did speak to the police, young man, but they did not believe me.
What did you tell the police, madam?
Everything I told the police came to pass. Have you read the report? What did they say about it? That I am mad, is that it?
In concrete terms, could you tell me what you really saw that night?
A shadow has been cast upon them. I felt its presence.
Dear God.
This evil, could you describe it, or is it too abstract to be nailed down?
Ancient, dark, hypnotic eyes, authoritarian. I can see a color, like a ruby, like blood.
And this force of evil is what caused their death?
Your eyes have met his. He knows you exist. His anger has not been lessened by the White's death.
Please, be more specific in your ramblings. Describe this evil to me. Tell me what it is like.
Be on your guard. Evil is temptation. It is man's primal sin.
Mrs. Loiseau, I cannot arrest a culprit based on your ravings about evil. Please be more specific.
My words cannot be understood, Mr. McPherson. They can only be felt. Come back later. I need to rest.
Do you have anything in here that's like a piece of paper or something? It's a very, okay. After a piece of paper or a card or something. I don't think she has anything, does she? Might have to. Right, let's go downstairs and see what's happening. Yes, that's right. Sorry, I pressed the wrong button. What the hell's this? Oh! Okay. Okay.
Ah, it is you again.
How is Mrs. Loiseau involved in this case? I really don't understand. Is she a witness? Is she a suspect? Can she be trusted?
Madame Loiseau may be a little eccentric, but she is our best client. She has been living in the Hotel Orphée for many years now.
How the hell can you live in a hotel for years?
Mrs. Loiseau would not be a bit, how shall I put it, nutty? Not many people would dare claim that they can sense evil. In any case, I certainly would not.
Nonsense and superstition. Any evil presence here is definitely human. People can be gruesome. Good. Well, if it's all right with you, I have a lot of work to do. Goodbye, sir.
Okay, I'm gonna go and see this in here because I might be able to get some vino for the old detective.
What can I get you, sir?
Bottle of red.
Give me a bottle of red.
How much did that cost me? 5 francs? 8? My god, that's cheap. Let's see if I can speak to him a bit more.
Sir?
I would like to inquire about a couple of friends.
May I help you? What's the name?
White.
Oh, the Whites. I'm sorry to have to tell you this, but the Whites are dead. They were found murdered in their room. An awful story.
That cannot be. The Whites? Dead?
Yes. Most unfortunate. Truly awful. Can I offer you a drink?
I'm fine, buddy. I don't need anything. But how did this happen?
They certainly were killed. It was the lady in the room next door who alerted the reception.
Do you have the name of the neighbor?
She's a regular at the hotel.
Oh,
People say she's a little eccentric. Ask at the reception desk of the Orphée. They'll be able to tell you her name.
What about the employees at the Hotel Orphée? Did you know them well?
The staff at the Hotel Orphée and myself do not really hang out together. Malek comes every now and again, but other than him, no, I don't know them.
Be a good guy. Tell me in detail what you saw that night.
I don't know any more than that. I know that Petit, the Hotel Orphée receptionist, was chewing the fat with Inspector Lebrun. He seemed to know quite a lot about the White case.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Can I ask any more?
Sir, aren't you on a case?
Oh, okay. Is there any things I can pick up from a...
You again! Sir, I have nothing more to say to you.
Oh, bugger. Right, I'm gonna go and speak to the police. Now I've got my bottle of lead. Come on. The dog's just sneezing behind me.
Full of promises and empty-handed, huh?
I do happen to have a little something for you. An amazing bottle of red wine. You cannot say no to that, officer. Don't you feel a little thirsty?
That's all I got, wasn't it? Yeah.
Great. Here is the pen pusher giving it another go.
Am I right in thinking Inspector Lebrun is in charge of the investigation on the White case? Would it be possible to meet with him? That way we can compare our information.
He is not seeing anybody, just make a statement.
When I read the file, I noticed the name of a certain doctor, Frank Kaufner. What can you tell me about him?
Dr. Kaufner is our expert. Forensic scientist and above all, psychiatrist. The sort of guy who prefers the company of madmen and corpses to the likes of you and me.
You don't seem to be overly fond of Dr. Kaufner. Is there any particular reason for that?
The chief of police himself imposed Dr. Kaufner on us. It's not going to help matters any.
I've read the police report, but I'm sure you can tell me a little more. What are your impressions on the White case?
This case is pretty messy. A foul murder, unclear motive. If Inspector Lebrun needs a hand, he will ask me. For the time being, he is managing on his own like a big boy. That is all I know.
Of course, if Inspector Lebrun is surrounded by guardian angels like you, he can't be making much headway with his investigations.
If he's not making headway in his investigation, it's his own fault. Lebrun is bending over backwards trying to find the mysterious visitor the Whites had that evening, just before the murder. He's not even cross-checking the statements.
I've got some information on the Orphée murders. Exceptional information.
Fresh info? You are better informed than us, are you?
I think I have the number one suspect. Théo Mallet. I believe he did it.
Mallet? You're mistaken, Macpherson. Mallet is not a murderer. He had no reason to kill the two Americans for their money. An old aunt just left him a fortune.
What if Inspector Lebrun had neglected certain details during his investigation? Information that Mallet did not reveal to him, for instance.
Do you have new testimony from Mallet? We need it, that lowlife.
No.
Goodbye.
Yeah, right. Goodbye.
Okay, I'm gonna pause it there. Let's see if I can. Save the game. Okay, oh, you can see what time it is. Awesome. How do I get out of here? Okay, right, I'll come back to it later. Okay, I'm back. I've also just quickly turned the volume up a little bit for, not for him.
Great. Here is the pen pusher giving it another go.
Goodbye.
Yeah, right. Goodbye.
But I'm trying to turn his voice up because he's a bit quiet. Oh, hello.
Dr. Kaufner's office, please.
It's over there, right at the end of the hall. Make sure you don't get lost.
One hell of an office. Oh, no, it's not. It's in there.
Come in.
Dr. Frank Kaufner?
What can I do for you, sir?
I'm Gustave McPherson. I've come here to ask you a few questions about the White case.
Tell me what you want to hear.
Is that Fabergé egg? But the larger version?
So you are investigating the incident at the Hotel Orphée?
Yes, Doctor. Your professional opinion on the murders.
Bloody dogs just
Did
woke up.
Inspector Lebrun send you, Mr. Macpherson?
He's been asleep for flaming hours. The minute I decide to record, boom, he's up. Oh well.
Yes, more or less. I'm here on behalf of Inspector Lebrun.
You are investigating out of personal interest. What, Mr. Macpherson, is your interest in this case?
A friend of the family was worried, and I'm trying to clarify the situation.
A friend? Are you quite sure? The Whites had no friends in Paris. At least, not as far as I know.
Appearances can sometimes be deceptive, Dr. Kaufner. That's why I would like to clarify this situation by gathering as much information as possible.
I am at your disposal, Mr. Macpherson. How can I help you?
His lenses are doing pretty good. He keeps twiddling with them each time.
What can you tell me about the scene of the crime? The police have released very few details.
The man who committed this murder, and I stress the fact that he is a man, is probably quite overwhelmed at the present time. This crime was committed under the influence of a sudden impulse, without premeditation. His act is now haunting him. He is not himself.
Bloody dog. Where is he? So hang on a second. Oh, looks like I have to go out. Right, unfortunately I was literally just in the middle of this. I will come back to it in a second. It feels like anyway. Okay, I'm back and he's wandered off upstairs. He'll kick the door open in a minute and then I'll go and wander around up there for 10 minutes and come back down again.
And you think the motive for the murder was theft?
That is what the police say. But does the official version reflect Inspector Lebrun's true opinion? This murder could be the first in a long series of crimes.
Might the murderer regret his actions and turn himself in?
Oh,
Beyond the conscious, Mr. Macpherson, lies the unconscious. We all too often ignore the monsters that lurk there.
You are implying that the murderer is a victim too, Dr. Kaufner.
We are all victims of the secrets of our soul, Mr. Macpherson. This criminal is no exception. We are all victims of our past. And do you have a suspect, Mr. Macpherson?
I'm on the same trail as the police, only I am surer of my hunch.
It has been a most pleasant conversation, but unfortunately, I cannot afford you more time, Mr. Macpherson. I hope I have satisfied your curiosity.
Yes, I still think there's a weird Fabergé egg that he's got there. Let's go and have a look over here. Here. Hang on a minute, can I ask him about any of this stuff? Oops. Oh, what the hell's this? What? Well, I don't understand. Is that guy in front of me? So I keep doing this. Oh. I don't know. Oh, okay.
I am very busy, sir. You should speak to Inspector Lebrun for more detailed information.
Sorry, 1 second. Dog's got the... Put that over here. It's got a bit of an allergy. Sorry about that. So everybody watching the videos probably knows I have a dog. So I don't know what that means now. I've got this picture that unfortunately I can't change. I was just pissing around with it, buddy. Okay. No. My studio. Shall I go back there? See if I can do something? Not sure what I can do with what I've got. Oh, let's see if I can bring, what's her name?
Hello, what number can I dial for you?
I'm sorry to disturb you, miss. Can you connect me to the Elysee, 1528? I want to speak to Sophia Blake.
Right away, sir. There is no answer, sir. Call back later.
Buggers. Okay, there's definitely nothing here again. Okay, let's...
Great. Here is the pen pusher giving it another go.
Oh.
Goodbye.
Yeah, right. Goodbye.
I still don't know what I'm supposed to do with that. Oh. Aha! God, I keep doing that. Oh no, I thought I can read it. Why can't I read? Okay, so I got a newspaper for some bizarre reason. Okay. Oh, hang on a minute.
There. A scandal rag beneath the door.
Alrighty.
There, we